Okay, we are actually up here on the front 40 of Swrnc Ranch, and I want you all to take a real good look what is going on over here in Shade Tree's world. As we look around and we zoom in, we're going to see that there's action going on, action of movement. Now the action we're talking about is Shade Tree Larry is actually out there doing something. I don't know what he's doing or what's going on. I went down there very nicely and very calmly and asked him, can I bring my camera down there so we can get a good angle on the monster Jeep that you're building? There's our buddy Pollock Les getting in his truck. He's driving down the road, and he refused to talk to us on camera. He said he's done making videos of his Jeep. It's a private affair. It's a love affair between him and his Jeep, and nobody else needs to know about it. So we got a situation here that says Shade Tree's about had enough. Shade Tree's had enough situations, and I think he's down there actually organizing his parts that go to the Jeep and trying to line everything out, because he's confused. He's mind boggled, and to the point that says we don't know. We really don't know anymore. So maybe, okay, hold on, here comes, let's get a little angle with you and see what the real story is down there with Larry and his diabolical plan. What's going on down there, bud? What's he saying?
He's just pissed because he's got to get all the shit out of there.
Okay, what else? What's going on, dude? Talk to us. Okay, what's going on with the Jeep, bud? What's he doing down there?
Well, earlier he told me that he just
organizing everything up, getting it all planned out so he can start putting his Jeep back together, or what?
No, he told me earlier that he just wanted to get it out of there. I went down there to take pictures of it, and I said, "You just trying to haul it off, right?" And he said, "No, I want $600 for it." So I'm gonna.
So now he's trying to sell the Jeep.
Yeah, well,
with the body on the Ford Explorer.
I got somebody to come and pick it up, but I told him I'm gonna tell that person just to wait till the last minute, and he'll probably get to haul it out of here for nothing. He don't have no place to put it.
So this is like a 22-year project he's been working on. This is like a lifetime achievement, 28-year fucking joke going on here, guy.
Yeah.
Now, are you trying to like feel sorry for the guy? Are you like feeling sorry for him in some way or whatsoever?
No. Okay. Yes and no. I'm kind of on the teeter.
Okay, whose side are you on here? Let me explain something to you.
I'm just a neutral guy.
Let me tell you something.
I'm neutral.
I am King Moving.
I know.
Do you get the point? I'm going to Moab, Utah. Shit has got to get the out of here and off my property.
I know.
Does that even make sense to you?
Yes, it makes.
Why should I feel sorry for him? He's mad at me because I'm bettering my life?
No, you shouldn't.
He's mad at me because I'm moving? Are you shitting me, guy?
I'm not shitting you.
He's had 25 years to get his shit off the property. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
Okay, quit feeling sorry for the guy.
Okay.
Okay, drop it. Now, I don't know if you can see him over there tinker-toying around. We'll go out there and look in a second, but I still see a lot of the frames stuck up under the car over there. And I think it would have been easier just to take a chain and pull the thing off, let it flip over, do whatever you got to do, because it's scrap iron anyway. So now as we get a little bit closer to what's really going on here, we see Larry doing something over there with his jacks and his pieces of wood and his cinder blocks and whatever he's doing. trying to jack the body of the Blazer itself up, or whatever that thing is, and moving the frame from out of it. Okay, he is now manually moving it. Let's go see how he's doing. Once again, this is day 2, and it's not looking like, okay, hold on, we might have some progress. Okay, I noticed that he's got the frame of the vehicle tied off to his truck. Now, the reason that is probably is so it won't go rolling over him when he takes off with it and pulls it out. Will it clear everything now, after 2 or 3 days later, and actually get something done? This is a time and a moment right now we really don't want to bother Larry. He's actually concentrating at working his hardest to get the job completed of removing the frame from the body. So we want to go ahead and be as quiet as possible and let him, the professional, concentrate on what's going on. Inch by inch, second by second, we see that he's rolling it out, stopping it, and rolling it. And then once he does that, he'll go back and loosen the chain off of his truck to bring it out 1 more, 2 more, 3 more inches from the vehicle itself. I think that he thinks this thing's going to roll away and probably take off and end up somewhere in that guy's yard. I don't understand why he's being so cautious and dramatic about the situation. But, you know, everybody has their own... Okay, hold on. He's putting a block behind the wheel so the wheel will not roll. Why would he be doing that? Why would he be doing that? As we walk around, we see that now the frame will not clear the 4x4 piece of wood that he purchased. And what he's got to do is actually start over with his jacks and his cinder blocks and wood, and jack the body up on the other side of the wheel to get it to where it needs to be raised up to move the 12, 13, 14, 15 inches of frame left under the vehicle out from the vehicle. So it looks like it's going to be a very painstaking 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 or 7 more hour job for Larry to get this out of there, but one way or another, he's going to get it out without dragging the body off and dumping it over on his side like my friend Pete would have done and been done with the situation, and actually had it up in the front of the shop already chopping and cutting the frame to fit the body of the Jeep. But then you start looking at things and you say, everybody has their own way of doing it. Yeah, that's the way Larry does it. And let's let Larry do it that way. Me personally, I think it's a waste of time and energy to go out of that fucking angle to do something this easy, to make it such a hard job, to do it that easy and make an easy job out of it. That's my opinion.
Every evening when the sun goes down, get with my party and I begin to cry. I don't care what the people are thinking. I'm not drunk, I'm just a drinker. I set 'em up, another round. I set 'em up, another round. I set 'em up, another round. One more round won't get me down.
Okay, so how's it going now, Larry? What's up?
We're probably about 10 minutes away from pulling it
10 minutes?
Yep.
I think you said yesterday that you were going to have it out yesterday.
I know, but I had to get it out. I had to move it
Okay.
4x4, and I didn't have the
So
stuff
you're still
here.
stuck on the situation. This is the way to do it, huh?
Yep.
You're still stuck on that.
Yep.
You're still believing that by just hooking a chain on it and flipping the body off would have been a lot easier. You're not believing that.
No.
Huh. Even though you're never going to use that body for anything.
I never know that, Pete.
So you might use the body.
I might use the body.
Really?
Yeah.
You might incorporate part of the body sections onto your Jeep.
I might.
Wow.
I may make a wagon out of it.
A wagon?
Yeah, to pull behind my tractor.
Oh, okay, so you make a trailer.
Yeah.
Pull behind trailer, maybe a little camper wagon that you might be able to sleep in when you go camping.
That's true.
Huh.
Yeah.
Do you got a frame for that and axles and everything to do that with?
No, I'm thinking about one though.
Because once you do that, you're not going to be able to use this frame and axles and wheels.
No.
Huh.
But I'm thinking about another one.
So you're going to buy another one.
I didn't say that. I didn't
Wow.
think about buying anything.
So now you're already thinking ahead, maybe possibly making this into a rat rod.
No, into a camper.
Into a camper shell.
Or something to, yeah.
I'd like to see that. I'd really like to, Larry.
It might work, Pete.
I think what you ought to do is concentrate on one thing at a time instead of 27 different things.
Yeah, but you got to think ahead, Pete. You just can't think of one thing at a time. That's too boring.
Well, I ain't got 3 more hours to stand out here to watch you do a 1-minute job, so I'm going to go back in the shop and work.
Okay.
And later on, when you actually get this thing out of there, we'll come look it over and talk about the speculations and angles of what we need to do to get that body to fit on. Okay, Larry?
All right, good deal.
You keep working at it, and we'll probably see you tomorrow, because what you said you had to leave early today.
Yep.
I don't think it's going to happen, dude.
Okay.
I really don't.
If you don't. You know how it goes, Pete.
Yeah, we know exactly how it goes, Larry. Shade tree guy, Larry.
Yep.
Lawnmower dude. You know, our lawn is getting kind of thick out there in the front. When are you going to do that?
Yeah, one of these days.
You got a date on that, or should I get Minnie up here with the push mower?
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that.
Because when she comes over here next time, she's going to want to get the push mower out, Larry. So you better get on it, dude. Your lawnmower's sitting there begging you to get on it and go mow the lawn.
Oh, wow.
It
probably needs to be mowed then.
That's more important than this right now.
If my mower is begging, then that's...
That's right. That's right, dude. So it's a situation that says man versus metal, man versus jack, pop bottle jacks, man versus concrete blocks, man versus wooden sticks. It's man versus brain power, basically, is what's going on here. And the brain power that I'm seeing isn't really working out too good, but it's keeping Larry busy from doing something instead of sitting on his ass at home and contemplating on what he should do for the rest of the day, being a retired guy that he is, and finding tinker-toying stuff to do under the shade tree. And now that we've been watching these videos for over a year on Larry and his Jeep, I'm thinking that we're starting to get the picture of what a shade tree is all about. When you hear the word shade tree mechanic, or shade tree Larry, shade tree this, that, and the other, maybe it's a sign that says the shade tree's there for me to do stuff under, to stay busy all day long, instead of sit on my ass at home and watch Gunsmoke on TV. So that might be what the shade tree is really designed for, and what the real meaning of shade tree mechanic is all about. What a mess. A fucking mess. Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Do you know the story on Larry, aka Lawnmower Larry, Shade Tree Mechanic Larry, Junkyard Larry, Golf Cart Larry?
Yeah, I've watched a lot of his videos.
Yeah.
Or your
This
videos.
guy's a fucking, prison yard junkie over here with all these AKAs. Do you know the story on this guy?
No, what's the deal on it?
You don't.
I mean, I'll follow him.
You're not watching the videos.
I'll watch the videos, but he fiddles with junk all the time.
Yeah. Let's go look at his latest creation here and see what's going on.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to be calling him Jeep Guy Larry today because he's back on his Jeep.
Man, that's crazy.
All right. Let's go look at it, bud. Are you looking at what I'm looking at here?
Yeah. What
Are
is
you really looking at this thing, right?
Is that a Jeep base?
I don't know what the hell's going on here. It looks like he's got some Ford Explorer. He's got the whole front clip on it. He's got the floor, and then he's got the body that is like, on these big, what is this, a 3x3 square tubing and cinder blocks. Like he's got to set the whole thing down on there and actually graph it in to the front end of the fucking, what the hell's going on? Tell us the story.
I don't know what's going on, but I've had people come look at some of the shit I was putting together, and then when they seen it in the end, it might have been a little bit different.
So you're saying he's doing it right?
No, I didn't say that.
He's doing a good job.
I didn't say that.
Is that what you're saying?
I said he was rigger-nigging stuff.
Wow.
And maybe it might look good when he's done.
Wow.
But right now, it looks out of the world, blow your mind.
Yeah.
It's bullshit, man.
Yeah, this is a little bit ridiculous here, because here's the front end that actually goes on the Jeep.
wow, why would he want
Now,
to take it
now
off?
hold on a minute, okay? Because he's already tried to graph all this shit together with several different frames, options, motors, transmissions, like this thing right here. Do you know what this is? This is like his 5-time try. Okay, this is his trial period 5 times. He went out and bought a Chevy Blazer, and he stripped the body off, and he said, okay, I'm gonna go Chevy drivetrain now. We're not gonna do the Ford Explorer anymore. And he put the body on here, and the body sat on it for over a year and a half. He comes over here a week ago, and this is the action we got now, dude. He didn't even take the front clip off because it looks to me, look at here, come on over here. All right, it looks like he's gonna try to chop this section here. Look, come on over here, come on. He's gonna chop this off right here, which he's already started. Look, he's already removed part of it. All right, look what he's done here. And then he's gonna remove this part of the firewall right here, and he's gonna try to, you know, graft the two together. Can you back up a little so we can see what's going on? Thank you. Do you see what's going on here?
Yeah.
What the hell kind of Frankenstein situation is this, bud?
Yeah, it's a Heinz 57.
And another thing is it's not even a 4-wheel drive, it's a 2-wheel drive. Oh wow, look, he's got a steering wheel. It's got steering, bud. Looky there. It's got a steering column. Look at the floor. He might be able to, like, you know, take his Sawzall and cut the floor out to match the floor frame on his Jeep. But then what's going to happen back here? I mean, what's he going to do with this?
I don't know. Maybe,
Wow.
Maybe maybe put a skirt.
Wow. Jeep Man Larry, okay, Mr. Transition Guy himself, has actually went ahead and took trial number 6 and see if he can do this. It's unbelievable, Gimpy. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it is unbelievable.
Do you think we ought to call him Unbelievable, Larry? You think that would be a good name for him?
One man's trash.
This is
another
my
man's
situation.
treasure.
This is what my situation. One man's trash. Looky here. Needs to get the fuck off my property. Come here. Let me show you his little mechanic table. And don't step on his wood, because that wood's worth $1 million. Okay? Don't do nothing with his wood. He's keeping all his wood.
Pay for the
That wood is worth a lot of money. Don't move his wood, bud. But I want to show you something else. This is his workbench. This is where he works off of right here. Here's his toolbox. Okay? Look at there. You know what that is? That's his main tool.
That's torches.
Torch tips. Torch tip Larry to the rescue. Okay. A real handy man that he is, bud.
Don't
All
fit,
right?
cut
A
it
real
out.
handy dandy guy that he is. Okay.
Snip and clip.
Yeah, snip and clip. Did you get the point there?
Yeah.
That's all it's good for, Gimpy.
Just throwing some
That's
shit.
all it's fucking good for.
And it ain't even working when you're trying
Okay.
something like that.
All right. I want his junk out of here. What do I got to do to get him to get his trash
Is he
off my
paying
property?
rent? Is he paying you?
I'm leaving.
Oh, you're leaving. Oh, I got you. You
I'm
need to get
leaving.
him the hell out of here because you got to leave
That's
and clean
right.
the shit up so
Okay.
people can come on
I'm
here
leaving.
and try to buy it.
What do I got to do to get his junk off my property? Being a scrap man that
I
you
don't
are,
know, bro.
Gimpy. Okay.
Maybe you just ought to back a trailer in here and start
I know what we
loading
should do.
it up.
Let's play Toss the Magna one more time. One more time. Here we go.
He's
One
gonna-
more time.
Yeah,
Bam! Hold it! Son of a bitch.
He's gonna see this shit and really get it out of here. That's how you get him out of here.
Hold on.
Put
You ready?
it up there.
Toss the magnet. Here we go. Bam! It didn't stick, Gippy. It didn't stick. So that's just a little update of Larry and his scrap iron. And hopefully he will come through and get all his shit off my property one way or the other. Now, what do you think about his Jeep?
I think it's really a polish it project, but you know, give the guy a chance to finish it.
Are you joking me? He's been working on it for 28 years.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
He needs to give it
me a
up.
fucking break,
He needs to
man.
throw the towel in on it, or give it to somebody that can really restore it and put the right shit in it instead of putting some bogus parts on it. I guess I don't know.
We got work to do. We got to go.
I
Take it
wanna
easy.
judge
My
the
friend
guy.
Pete, your friend Pete. And yeah, SWRNC Ranch, full bore.
Every evening when the sun goes down, get with my party and I begin to cry. I don't care what the people are thinking. I'm not drunk, I'm just a drinker. I set 'em up, another round. I set 'em up, another round. I set 'em up, another round. One more round won't get me down. Came home last night, of lush. My babe began to fuss and I said, honey, honey, I don't care what the people are thinking. I'm not drunk, I'm just drinking. I said, up another round. I said, up another round. I said, up another round. One more.